Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian.is Weird. I think I put the halls here. Um, so I just got some Happy Mail from, my last bit of Happy Mail from Joanne, when they started their, I guess, or maybe like is it early or late beginning? I don't know. They've had the sale for a while. Let me see if they still have the sale going on right now. Probably should have done some prep for this video. I never do, so. Anyways, let's see. The app is working. So I bought some yarn in store. So all of this is going to be the Pride yarn from Big Twist Living. It is 100% anti-pilling acrylic. It's very soft. The skeins are a little small. Um, it is 199 yards. They recommend a 4.5 millimeter hook, and it is a 4 weight medium yarn. I would say that's a pretty thin 4, maybe a thick 3, but still does the job. So let me see if this is on sale. Yes, it's still on sale for $2.49 a ball. It's for a 4 ounce ball. Well, it says 4 ounces, but then it says 3.85 ounces on the thing, so I feel like that's a little misleading, but okay. So there are quite a few Pride colors available. I've heard a mixed bag with this yarn. A lot of people don't like the color striping. They feel like it should be in order, which I think is a fair assessment. But when I looked at these, I thought it was a great way to do a more incognito type of Pride uh, showing. So I like that a little bit better, but everyone's different. There's a lot of, it's really hard to find Pride colored yarn. So to find a lot of it in one collection, to me, is something really special that should be celebrated. And yes, we can always make improvements, but it's great to have a starting point. What I was able to, there are only 2 Pride colors in store for me at my Joanne. Sometimes they have the rainbow, but I never buy it because I don't really like the rainbow one. I'd rather do Red Heart Mexicana for rainbow. Variegated yarn, it's not self-striping, but like this is barely self-striping. I don't know. So I'd rather do Mexicana if I'm being honest. So I don't usually get the rainbow. I don't think I bought the rainbow, but I might have bought it if it was on sale. So these are the ones in stores. I have 2 skeins of the color Life. And so this is the trans flag selection. And as you can see, the color variations are very different between the balls. So the transgender flag is light blue, light pink, and white. And this doesn't have a lot of white in it. Like you can barely see any white, whereas this has a lot more white in it. So there are definitely some inconsistencies between. Can you stop, sir? A dog's like, "What's in this bag? Is it for me?" No, it's not for you, sir. Jeez. So it is inconsistent from ball to ball, which I do find a little annoying. But like I said, we're doing with what we can with what we can, right? So then the second one that was in store, which I love these color combinations. I think they're gorgeous. This is Spirit. So this is the lesbian Pride. And again, you can see this huge variation in how the balls look. They might work out very similarly, but it is a little like, I don't know. It feels kind of weird, right? Like, why is there such a big variation between the 2 skeins? But anyways, we're just trying. So I actually got this order in 2 parts, and it took like maybe 3 weeks in total to get to me. So I just got the second part, and so this is it's 3 balls, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull them out. Oh, it's so good looking. This looks a lot more even, but still not great. They really kind of slapped on the white, I feel. I feel like they're like, oh, we don't like white yarn. And I'm like, that's the base color. It's like, shouldn't I have more white? I don't know. So this is the color Authentic. It's very soft. It's very soft yarn. But see how like different all 3 of these look? Maybe still, but it's still so pretty. So this is the non-binary multicolor variegated yarn. Very pretty, very soft. This one took the longest to get to me. I literally just got this. I think I placed my order maybe on the 30th of January, and it's December, and it's now the 16th. Joann is not known for being fast, but when they do a big sale like this, especially one that lasts so long, they start being extra slow with it. So, but this yarn typically is $6.50 or $6.49. So so to have it be $2.50 is a great deal, like undeniable great deal, right? So I'm trying to open this like off camera so you can see my address. I almost cut my fucking toe off. Okay. What I'm fucking talking about. Okay. So then I got 3 of each of these other colors. So this is the asexual multicolored. These look a lot more uniform. Even this one still has a lot more white. But so this is the color Community. And it's just very, very pretty. I love her. And then this is the pansexual one. I will say that the colors in the pansexual one look a lot better than they did online. The yellow is very vibrant, which I really, really like. I feel like you kind of have to have that brighter yellow to really get the essence of the flag. There is some purple, just where like the pink, I don't know, it's even in like just the plain blue stripes, there's some purple variegation in there, which is a little weird, but not a huge deal to me because when I look at the swatch on the Joann website, it's not really like that. So this one looks a little bit different, but this is the color Confidence. Gorgeous. And I knew that I was gonna use this yarn eventually, one way or another, so I kind of was like, I gotta take advantage of this sale, right? And then this is the bisexual variegation, and this is the color Serenity. I am truthfully not in love with this. I feel like, I mean, I guess now looking at the picture online, it's pretty true to what they had online. So the bisexual flag is pink, purple, and blue. And to me, this is just like a pink and a dark purpley blue. It's just 2 colors. It's not a tricolor yarn by, I mean, I guess there's like a little purple and that's supposed to be blue. But the purple's really, really understated, and I feel like it's kind of weird to have a bisexual flag that doesn't have 3 colors, at least. But, like, this ball, like, doesn't look like it has any purple at all. This is a little weird. It's just, I had heard that the colors were a little bit of a mixed bag, but, like, seeing them in person, I'm definitely, like, it's a little different. The yarn itself, like I said, it's very soft. And it has this kind of like slip to it that I think will either work out really, really nice or be really, really annoying. So, which I guess that doesn't really help much. But it has this nice slip to it, and that might be the anti-pilling acrylic that they have. Now, this is 100% acrylic, and it's supposed to be anti-pilling, which is nice. There's a little bit of a fuzz to it, but not too much. I've seen less fuzz on other ones, so it's interesting that there's an anti-pilling that has this fuzz on it. So I do truly wonder if it does have that anti-pilling effect. So I guess we'll have to see that. Um, you know, the thing about this and how I view it, and this is just kind of personal philosophy, and I've kind of mentioned it, is that there's just not a lot of color combinations that do pride flag or pride colors all in one collection. You kind of have to pick and choose, and even then, it can be very, very difficult to find, especially in these flags that have multiple colors. Like the lesbian flag, I think is what, five, six colors, and like that's really difficult. They don't have the gay male flag or anything like that. So I just like there's just some things that I wish there was a little bit more. It'd be nice to see an expansion of this range, but I think that they're pricing it kind of weird, if I'm being honest. Like, Big Twist tends to be very affordable, and then they choose a slightly less than 4 ounce ball to be $6.50. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Even as an anti pilling acrylic, it's still, I think, let me check what Lion Brand anti pilling is, and that's like a solid, right? I'm not gonna look up the Premier anti-pilling because I feel like that. So Lion Brand Basic Stitch is the same color. It's currently on sale for $3 $2.99. So I mean, the pricing right now is the same, but Basic Stitch tends to be solid. I guess there are some like variegated, like tonal variegated yarns, but like, I mean, I understand like the self striping process probably takes a little bit longer to make, or and I'm sure anti pilling acrylic costs more than premium acrylic or just even regular acrylic. So I can see why it would be a little bit more expensive, but I just feel like they're pricing themselves kind of out of the race. For this color, I bought it because I wanted to get some consistency along the um, with the other Pride colors. But for me, there are two standouts that I actually like way better than this particular one that I know are way more consistent, and I do like them. But I can't find like the non-binary colors, the ace colors, the pansexual colors. I can't find those as readily. So if you're doing longer stripes or you want to do color control, I really like this mandala ombre, and I think it often is on like a super sale, either at Joanne or maybe like Hirschner's or something. But this is the mandala ombre. It's 5.3 ounces. Tends to be a little bit more expensive, but when you get it on sale, it tends to be pretty cheap. Um, and this is it says it's a four weight, feels like a true four weight. Has kind of like a heathered effect to the yarn, you can see. It's actually made up of four colors: a light pink, a darker pink, a dark blue, and a lighter blue. So it's not fully like trans colors, but it works out perfect. And the heathering really kind of adds, and the light pink is like almost white, so it works. I really like this. It's super, super soft. And this is the color Pure. So I don't know. I mean, they're different uses, all of that stuff. I understand. And then I also really like the ice cream. Like for me, this is like kind of the gold standard of faster color changes for trans stripes. And again, this has like the darker blue, the lighter blue, a light pink, a darker pink, but it also has white. So that's a difference between that yarn and this yarn. This is the color Cake Batter. My store doesn't stock cake batter. I do have to order it online, which is always a bummer because I'm shipping. And then it takes forever to get here, but a lot of places stock it, and sometimes it goes on sale. So this is 3.5 ounces, so it is less than this. I guess this does feel heavier, but this looks bigger, right? And this is a 3-weight yarn. Mileage wise, this is 394 yards, where this has 199 yards. So that's almost twice the yardage for a yarn weight that isn't super distinguishable. This is my favorite. I really like it. I just got this to compare the two. So they're not super far off, but I mean, you get so much more of this. You just got to get it on sale. So those are just some of my thoughts. I'd really like to see more Pride Flag yarn, and I think by people buying this yarn, it hopefully will encourage the yarn industry to start looking into more pride colored um, uh, yarn. I know Winter really likes, is it Hobie Universe? And says that they have quite a few Pride Flag options. For me, they don't seem as, they don't have that immediate pop of like recognition, like if you know, you know, kind of things. Like the yarn from Big Twist, like if you know, you know, like you know what you're looking at, but someone could look at it and not think twice about it if you aren't necessarily in the most like safe or relaxed community about it. So that's what I like about it, is that you can go a little incognito, because like as proud as I am to be queer and trans, I don't always like to just like, you know, wear like a huge pride flag. So to me, I kind of like that they're a little bit more incognito, a little bit more versatile, but still you get to rep your pride. So so what colors would you like to see? And also, how would you work these up? I got them in hopes of like making cardigans and stuff like that, but I think I'm gonna do simpler projects, like maybe some beanies. Sorry, maybe some beanies, maybe some fingerless mitts, things like that that are a little bit more attainable and affordable for people who want to show their pride. Want to be a little bit more incognito about it. I know I've said incognito about 100,000 times, but that's just who I am. So I don't know why you're expecting me to change all of a sudden. Put this fucking basket back in the thing. I can do that off camera. It's just not happening right now. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my 2 cents. Again, so like the rainbow, with the rainbow, I did not get that. Like I said, I couldn't quite remember. It's been a while since I ordered. But my favorite rainbow, I have just a little sample right here that I used, that I frogged out of a market bag I'm making. But this is the color Mexicana by Red Heart Super Saver. You can get this in a jumbo size. It's cheapest at Walmart. Um, and it's in stock. Like if you go to Joann, it's always out of stock, but it's always in stock at Walmart. And when you have it all together, you're like, that's a lot. But like once you work it up, it works up so gorgeous. There's so many beautiful rainbow yarns that I'd really like to see some other beautiful pride flags worked up as well. And I really hope that the industry takes this as a sign when people buy this yarn, even though it's not necessarily like the truest form of these flags. I hope the yarn industry, sees that like there is a market for this and starts to make more pride options. Otherwise, we're stuck to, you know, making stripes on our own and stuff like that. And I think that those are a little bit less incognito, if you know what I'm saying. A little bit more cognito. Is that a word? I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please feel free to subscribe or like or whatever. I hate asking, it feels weird, but I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, and when I get there, I am going to be giving away a hook set from Clover, and it is back there somewhere, but it's a brand new unused hook set from Clover. They are probably my favorite overall hooks. I love furls because they're comfortable on my hand, but I think that Clovers are great all around hooks, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy them. And they have that hybrid hook head, so no matter whether you're a boy or Susan Bates or inline or tapered head, I think you would like these because they're the hybrid. They lean a little bit more towards boy, whereas Furls is a hybrid but leans a little bit more towards that inline Susan Bates style. So I think that a lot of people would really like them, and it's a super sweet deal. So if we get to 1,000, we'll have a giveaway. So subscribe if you want, and I'll see you later.